Oh, hi everyone, it's Susie Crew again from Esoteric Trading Solutions. I hope you're all well. Hope you're all happy and living the life you want to live. Life is very short, so please always be happy and be empathetic to the people around you and the people you love. Just thought I'd go through the technicals at the moment because we have seen some big moves in markets overnight. Just looking at Bitcoin US, Bitcoin looks like it definitely wants to go higher. Again, it's hitting resistance here at 9873, but it looks like it wants to get on to 10,400. Everything looks very, very bullish indeed. It is definitely overbought from these levels down here, but it does look like it wants to go higher. So there's no reason really to... It does look like it wants to go higher, so I would continue with that position, absolutely. Next one I want to look at is Litecoin. Let's just go into... just looking at Litecoin, it does look like it wants to get to around that 93.51. Excuse me. So again, I'd stay long Litecoin until it hits this resistance of 93.50, something like that. So it does look, that looks very good as well. I have to say, technically, it's way above all the support levels. I've got a buy on the SAR, the parabolic SAR. All the moving averages are moving up. The accumulation indexes are still very strong, and it all looks very, very good indeed. So let's have a look at Ethereum USD. Now, Ethereum obviously has reached a pivot level, a resistance level of 487.13, and looks like it's starting to roll over a little bit. If you look at the accumulation indexes down here, it's starting to move down. It's losing momentum. Volume's coming off as well. So that, to me, looks like a very small sell here. For me, I'd probably, as a short-term trade, would probably sell that in small. So that looks like it does want to come down a little bit. I mainly use the 4 hours, and I do like the pivot points because all the professional traders use the pivot points. And they use the Ichimoku, which I've always used. And, you know, these are basically flags where you put your stop losses, these things here. But also I use the histogram and the moving averages and the accumulation indexes, which I like very, very much. So the next one I'll have a look at is Ethereum Classic, ETC, USD. Whoops. Excuse me. ETC has had a really big move, actually. It's gone from, what have we got, $18 to $27 in a couple of days. So it looks very, very good. I'd probably be more inclined to just stay with it if you are long. Even though I've got a little red candle here, these indices look very good. The volume's up quite a bit, even from way back here. It's still showing up. So if you are long, I'd be looking just to stay there. This thing looks like it can get to about 29.77 to me, just technically. So if you've got a position on there, it looks pretty good at the moment. There's no reason to get out of that unless this position breaks support down here. But for me, if I was long, I'd be staying long on that. Let's have a look at just going through Bitfinex, some of the Bitfinex contracts at the moment. So let's have a look at ZEC USD. ZEC has given me a sell. See the parabolic SAR up here has reached a resistance level of 364. Moving averages and the MACDs are all starting to move down, plus the accumulation index has gone negative. So you might see that coming down support level here of 332.77. So for me, I would probably look to sell that in small as a position. That's what I would do. Again, you guys have to do what in terms of your own financial stuff and your own risk limits and that sort of thing. It's really up to you guys what you do, but this is what I would do. Looking at Monero, again, this is pivot support here, big level here, resistance around 182.15. This is interesting. The accumulation indexes are starting to move up a bit again, and you've got volume here. So I wouldn't have a position here. I'd just wait to see if this thing breaks. Let's go to the daily to have a look at a long-term time frame on this Monero. I'd probably just... It looks like it might, on the daily, get to about 195. So for me, I wouldn't be shorting this market. As a matter of fact, I'd be looking to see if it breaks and probably get long on that, just a small long, because these indices on the daily look very good as well. So Monero looks pretty good just from a long position still. Let's go to Dash USD. Whoops. Got keen problems today. I'm still trying to wake up, I think. Dash, let's have a look at that. Now, Dash, whoa, nearly got to 704 by the looks of this. Got to 693. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, Dash has had a lot of move up. It's really gone up a lot in the last sort of week or two. Massive move. I think short term it is overbought. I think that's the risk. This thing can come off down to maybe the 601, somewhere like that, or possibly even this level here, 567. It does look very good though, but for me, for my trading, I'd probably look at a very small sell. These accumulation indexes are starting to roll over. This one's a bit of a hard one actually, because it could go up again. Volume's still pretty good. Yeah, I might wait for a bit more of a confirmation on that one, I think. Let's just go the 4 hourly on that. Yeah, I've got a sell on the parabolic SAR here. The highs are getting lower, so that's telling me this is starting to turn. Yes, the histogram is lower than it was, so the momentum is starting to get lower and lower, the volume's down, and this has gone red. So I would sell this myself. You guys, it's up to you what you want to do, but I would be looking to sell this. It could get down to around that 578 level from where it pushed off again. So that would be my trade on this one. What do we got? Also, I use stop losses, so I'd be any trade I do, I'd be doing stop losses on those trades. Which I probably should mention as well. I always use stop losses, really important. Looking at Ripple, it's been a steady up actually from here, and it looks like it's got a new trading range now, which is probably about 24.5 to maybe what do we got? 26.5. Very slow move in this one. It's a bit frustrating actually. I don't trade this one. I hold it to my investment portfolio, but God, I find it the most frustrating crypto, I have to say. Just short term, might have support here around that 25.60, 25.50, but I think it looks very good technically. It's a very slow grinder, so I do find this one really frustrating. You're not going to make a lot of money out of this quickly, but look, on the daily, this is very bullish. Parabolic SAR saying it's a buy. This is still flatlining these two indices here. Looks like it could really push up fairly quickly. So I'm probably in my investment portfolio, I'm just holding this. There is a lot of selling. There's been a lot of selling on this, but look, I'm a holder for the long term on this. This is an investment portfolio trade for me, not a short term trade like a 2 to 4 day trade. Excuse me, I'm a long term holder of Ripple, so that looks very good to me. Let's have a look at IOTA. IOTA got pushed up quite a bit last night. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so that's why I'm trying to clear my throat. The weather in Melbourne's been terrible. It's been really hot, then it's been cold. IOTA, gosh, IOTA's really gone up a lot with a lot of volume. The volume is quite big here, and it looks very good actually. Support, the new support is 114. 1.14954. Let's take it to the weekly. I'd like to get a bit of a bigger time frame. Wow, this thing looks really good actually. It could possibly get to 128, something like that. It's gone up in a lot of volume. Don't know whether there's been any news out on IOTA, but I'd have to have a look at that because that's gone up with a lot of momentum. I would be reluctant to short this thing. I think it could possibly get to about 128, just looking at that. These still look very bullish. The accumulation indexes and the MACD, so it looks very good. Let's have a look at EOS. Whoops. EOS looks pretty good too, by the way. EOS looks like it can get to 329. So if I was to go long on EOS here, I would probably get long. Obviously it's a 303. My stop would be, it could be fairly tight actually, 293. Expecting to move to 326. So again, accumulation indexes look very good, very bullish. It's bounced off this cloud of support here. Everything's moving up the right way. It looks pretty good actually on the 4 hourly. If we take it to the 1 day, which I look at those time frames, it looks pretty good. It's got to break, obviously, this level here around the 303, 302, but if it does, it's probably going to head up to $4. That looks very good as well, so I'd be long that one myself. SAN USD, I had a few positions on SAN. I was actually long from about 55 cents. This thing moved from 25 cents here. I must admit, I did miss this. And I started noticing it when it was around 55 cents, and then it really moved up to this level up here. So it's starting to come down a bit. Accumulation indexes are very much overboard on the daily, but let's have a look at the 4 hourly on this one. Have got the sell on the parabolic star, so everything's starting to move down a little bit. I'd just probably like to see how this one goes. I wouldn't be too quick about selling this for my trading. I'd just like to wait for this one just to see where it goes. It just looks like on the daily it wants to go a little bit higher to me. Let's have a look at the daily again. Yeah, I'd probably wait for that. It's done a lot of volume, particularly here and here. So I'd wait on that one for my trading. And what else do I want to look at? BC Cash, Bitcoin Cash. Let's have a look at that one. Got the big sell here from 2,800. It's red. Again, these are starting to roll. It's flatlining here. Not a lot of volume here. Let's go to the quarterly. Oh, sorry, the 4 hourly, I should say. Again, this one, it's in no man's land. I'm not sure what to do here, so I wouldn't do anything on Bitcoin Cash at the moment. It's just too confusing. Neo, let's have a quick look at Neo. Oh, Neo's done some work here. Got up to that 48 level. They sold it down. Let's have a look. Neo. Doesn't look too bad, but it does have to hold. It's got to hold that pivot level there of $38. We have got a couple of little sells here. So I'd probably do nothing with Neo at this stage and just wait. ECP USD. Oh, that looks quite good on the 4 hourly. Come off support here at 365. It is flatlining, but I'll keep an eye on that because we get a move. This could be quite interesting on this one. Let's go to the daily on that. Got the buy on the daily. This is starting to move up. This one looks quite bullish. It's got this rounding bottom, and when you've got a rounding bottom, you generally do find a big move up. Needs to get past 387 to really get movement. So I'll keep an eye on that one. If it breaks that level there, that 387, I'm probably going to be a buyer on that one myself. EDO, again, you guys, up to you what you want to do with your own trading. I'm not advising anyone. I'm just basically showing you what I look at and how I trade, essentially. EDO on the 4 hour. Again, on the support of 243, we have got the parabolic star here. Come off support. Volume's coming down. It's flatlining. Again, I'm not really sure what to do with this one. I'll probably leave it. If I'm not sure, I stay out. On the daily, though, it looks very good on the daily. As you've got the lows getting higher and higher, it's pushing through. It could possibly push through that 280 level. So obviously I'm more inclined to buy this thing than to sell it, and it looks like it could push higher on the daily. So I'll keep an eye on that one as well. What else we got here? We've got RT. So let's have a look at that. RT USD. This thing's going up quite a bit actually. I noticed this when it was sort of coming off 10 cents. Wow, this has gone up a lot. Interesting. It got up to 40 cents and then they sold it on the 4 hourly. And it's still blue. Accumulation indexes are starting to roll down. It's just starting to move down. Could possibly get back to 29 cents. But let's just go to the daily on this one. Interesting, on the daily, you've got support here at 30 cents, and it got sold, interestingly enough, at that 44 cents. So I'd probably just hold off on that one. I'm not really sure about that one. It's not giving me a signal either way. I guess if it starts pushing down, this becomes red, I'd be more interested in that. And if these were rolling over more, I'd be more interested in that. So I'll wait on that. Let's have a look at QT. What is it? QT, this one here, QT UM. Got a, on the quarterly, got a sell here. Came off that level of 1580. Support here is 1425. It's flatlining here, flatlining pretty much. Has got a parabolic sell. Let's go to the daily on this one. And the daily is not telling me anything. On that one, I'll probably just stay out at this stage. It's not giving me a strong signal really, one way or the other. I'd probably be more interested in that if it broke the support level here at 423. Yeah, it probably will come down a little bit, I'd say. But I'm not that convinced. I'll probably leave that one. If I'm not convinced or I don't have a strong feeling for something, I just stay out of it. Better to do that. And let's go to this one, the last one that I want to look at today on Bitfinex. Now, this is a 4 hourly. It's got the parabolic buy here. Lows are getting higher. It has done a bit more volume here, as you can see. Support is around 0.08942, and the next level of resistance is 0.10093 on that. Let's look at the daily on that one. Big sell here. Again, I would probably leave this one. I don't really have a lot of interest in one way or the other on this one. Anyway, I hope that helps, guys. Just what I look at in terms of my own trading. I hope you're all well, and thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye for now, Susie Crew.